My key message today for the Brand Management Conference is how do winning brands behave? And behave is an important word because it's about our actions, not about our words. Brand management today is less about communication and advertising and more about our actions. And when we make very good actions, people like it and they reward us with buying our brand. When we make bad actions, it's not good. Look at Volkswagen today and all the news this week about Volkswagen. This is not good. So it's about behavior. So what I'm speaking about today is how winning brands behave. And I have 4 principles for how winning brands behave. The first one is they have an ambition. They have a purpose. They're trying to change life for the better in some way that is relevant for their category. So that's the first principle. The second one is they have a deep sense of empathy and humanity. So what they do has good insights behind it. It's not all tactics, it's also strategy. So having a deep sense of humanity is very important. The third principle is brands today need to be always there for people. It's the age of the internet. When people have questions or something happens in the culture, your brand has to be there. And there are many examples of brands who do this very well and examples of brands who are not always present for their customers. In a way, you have to be 24/7 customer service. That's the way marketing is today. And the last principle is it's all about your talent and bringing energy to your organization. Organizations with great talent, with great energy, succeed more important than ever today. Because actually there's a war on talent for the best people in the world. And you have to be competitive in that. So talent, 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 that's the fourth principle. I think branding has changed dramatically in the last 10 years. Some things are more important than ever, some fundamentals, knowing who you are, what your brand voice is, what your brand purpose is, who your customers are. These important fundamental elements of branding have only become more important. Because in this age of social interaction and information shared globally in an instant, we have to be true to ourselves. And we have to be behaving well. Because if we're not, it's amplified. No one is perfect. Companies of tens of thousands of people make mistakes. The important thing is how quickly does a company respond? People forgive companies for making mistakes. What they don't forgive is hiding it, or not talking about it, or sweeping it under the rug. It's not unacceptable today. And I think the other way brand management has changed is people are choosing what they watch and what they listen to. So you have to be presenting information, entertainment in an engaging way, or people will ignore you. There is no tolerance for bad content, bad advertising. So it should be everyone's objective to put things out there that are delightful, that are shareable. And if you don't do that, people don't pay attention. This is a big change. If I was managing the Volkswagen brand today, I would quickly understand what happened and explain to people what happened. This is not a time to hide. They have to be communicating constantly inside the company and outside the company. People are eager to know. And the next few days and the next few weeks are very critical. It's the future of the company that's at stake here. So let's be honest, let's get to the bottom of this, let's explain what happened, and let's fix it. Remember Toyota several years ago when they had the quality issues, which it turned out they were not so bad? They tried to jump on that quickly to understand, and I think it's a good case, and I think Volkswagen could learn from that. My advice to small companies, local companies, is no different from my advice to big companies. In fact, there's a trend globally now in all markets that people are looking for local brands. They're looking for brands that are from their city, from their neighborhood. If you look at the beer industry, Czech beer is fantastic. Anheuser-Busch and SAB Miller are having trouble because the small local brands are growing. Look at food. People want local ingredients, local farms, local cheeses, local meat. This is, in some ways in Europe, this has always been here, but in areas like the United States, this is growing. So local brands, this is a good time to be a local brand. You don't need the big budgets. You can reach people with interesting content with very little money. So I think it's a time, if you're a local brand, If you have great people, you have a great ambitious purpose, and you're producing content that is helpful for people, information, entertainment, service, using the mobile phone, geolocation. You have all these tools that are very inexpensive. So I think it's an era that local brands, small brands can thrive.